So I'm at Baskin Robbins, about ready to get a couple of pints because today was a shitty day. You guys see the 31 in there? 31 flavors? I don't know if you picked that out. Shh! Gonna ruin my video. We're supposed to wait till we get to the grass. I'll drink it. A quick tidbit, I'm just talking to YouTube, telling them I have a phobia of grass. I don't like walking in grass. So I steer clear. I don't know what kind of phobia you call that, but I think it came from when I was in grade school and I was highly allergic to grass. If I stepped on it, I'd get moose bumps and my throat would swell up. So if I got anywhere near hay or grass, I was pretty much gonna die. So maybe that's where it comes from. Not allergic anymore, but I think it's also because poo is super camouflaged in here and I don't want to step in it and then step in the van. Human poo. So good old reliable mama bear was giving me some shakes this morning. I had the AC going at full blast. It's pretty hot outside. And yeah, she started vibrating in the dashboard a little bit. Thought it was kind of weird. And then as I was getting closer to home, she jerked a few times at the last couple of stop signs as I was accelerating. So the idle was rough. And usually that means like bad plugs. And I'm looking at this scanner right now and I'm checking for stuff and nothing's throwing a code. So yeah, she's idling a bit rough. So hopefully it's spark plugs. I ordered some plugs last week, got them in the mail, so they're sitting here. I just need to go ahead and get in there and change them out. And I've been procrastinating because I don't have an air compressor to blow out the plug, what do you call them, holes, before pulling out the plugs and changing them out. So I'm gonna ask a neighbor over here. He's a carpenter and he has all kinds of stuff, and hopefully he has an air compressor that I can borrow so I can change the plugs out. I was gonna do the coils too, but all the coils that I've been looking at online are saying that they are frauds, or they're counterfeits from China, and I don't want to put those in. But those shouldn't be a problem once I find decent coils that work, OEMs or something equivalent to OEMs. The plugs are harder to put in. The coils you just pop off and replace. So yeah, I'm gonna get under here today. Definitely get this thing fixed. But we got termites like crazy flying around, so I'm afraid if I leave this door open, I'm gonna get a little nest of termites here. It's not gonna happen. Not today, termites. So yeah, hopefully hopefully these will work. I checked them out on YouTube. There's a guy that has a lot of experience with these Fords, and he said when you get your plugs, check them out. Look for genuine plugs. And he said the first thing is the packaging doesn't have the gradient, and I think that should be the right number. And then he said when you look at the ink stamp on the porcelain, it should be a gray, not a dark black ink on the porcelain. So yeah, these look OEM genuine. So I'll be putting these in ASAP with over torque of 25 square foot pound pressure, something like that. So they don't pop out. Because I hear these, what is this, 5.4 V8 2 valve. The plugs pop out pretty easy, but the 5.4 V8 3 valve, you have a problem getting them out. Like the porcelain cracks, and then your spark plug is stuck in the engine. And the easiest way to know if you have a 3 valve or 2 valve is to pull the coil out, and if it's bent you have a 2, if it's straight you have a 3. So you'll know what kind of issues you're going to deal with. And run some Seafoam in your tank for the 3 valve, so you can pull out the plug a little easier. That's what I've heard, because there's gunk or whatever that sticks to the plug. And yeah, so I'll be getting on that. That kind of sucks. Giving me a little bit of a worry now. Like, I thought she was road ready, but looks like I'm gonna have to be doing some work, and I'm gonna change the battery and get a new one. This one came out of my FJ Cruiser before I changed it out for the road trip. It's been sitting in this box in the garage for years. It's probably pretty dead. I don't know why I'm hanging on to it. Yeah, so those are gonna go in today. I got the bulbs for them. I got some of these. Got some of these right here. Yeah, where'd they go? Come on now. Shit. Somebody stole my light bulbs. Yep. Got these right here. They got like a chrome coating on them, because I don't know if you can see the light bulb through the lens when you put it on. So I just went ahead and paid the extra $4 and got the chromies. So yeah, silver stars. These are supposed to be super bright, but silver star. So those will be going in today, and then I'll be doing got my pre-wire stuff here. It's my dirty Maguire wipe, recommended by John Drives Anything. Yeah, I watched your video before we started chatting, and I ordered this because I wanted the good smell in the car, and I took your advice, wiped the car down, and I leave these everywhere, and my car still smells like booty. It's not because of the wipes, it's because there's whatever is in this fabric. It's like that Seinfeld episode, that BO Seinfeld episode. I don't know if you watch Seinfeld, but look up the episode about BO. It is hot as balls in here today. Why did I choose to do this today? Wiring the water pump. I got these hooked in. Well, I got to get these connected. Now, the one thing that I should have not done was mount it first, because I like to get ahead of myself and screw things up. I'm not sure if red is negative or red is positive on this, because I've seen videos where they flip it around, and I got to make sure that this thing is correct before I blow a battery or blow the motor in the water pump. Maybe I can just eyeball it from here, but it's probably best if I just do the extra step and take the damn thing out. Oh, and as I'm doing this job, I'm getting notifications from John Drives Anything about my engine vibrating, and I was just saying how it's good to know people that know about this stuff, and that's one of the good things about social media. And I think we're using YouTube more like Instagram, where as you see a lot of YouTubes out there and a lot of YouTube users, they'll post videos, they'll get 25,000 people looking at their stuff, and they'll probably comment on the first 5 and then leave it alone. And that's taking the social out of social media. So be social, be a human being, answer questions, be nice. You want people to answer you when you have a question. Don't be a Bogart. Don't be that dude that that thinks, oh, I got 25,000 views on this. I don't need to answer anybody. Answer your shit, yo. That's why we watch you. Well, I found the box. Now I can get the directions on if the red cable is positive and if the black cable is negative. And look at that. They don't send you any directions. Excellent. So I got the connections connected. I used removable ones just in case. I didn't want to have them permanent. So I just put red to red, black to black. That white wire goes back up there, around here, down here, and then we squiggle around here into here. So everything's hooked to my rocker switch. I put the negative here. This thing has its own fuse already, so this will be my switch for the sink. Now, let's see, I want to put this. Now, this is going to be a. Ow, fuck, that's hot. So I use this torch to seal up those connectors, and I just scorched my forearm real good. That's going to be a nice raspberry. So this will go here. Now this is going to either be a big L or a big W. Damn, it worked. So this is my water switch. This will be on the wall behind me right here. I'm going to mount it here so when I walk in I can hit the lights or hit these little rocker switch buttons. But I hooked everything, and yeah, watch this. Damn. Okay. Next thing to do now is put water in the tank. Hook that to here, and then see if there's any leaks. But damn, dude, for me, W. I'm not an electrician and I don't know how to do this shit, and there was no directions, and I figured it out. Now this is connected down here. I don't know if you can see those wires right there. I don't want them to touch any water if there's a drip, so I found this little hose. I forget what I was using this for. Oh no, that's the drain hose. That's this thing right here. So I cut this so that it would fit because it was too long. So I cut this. Hopefully that'll be enough of a, what do you call that, like a trap, a U-trap, so that you can't smell the funk. Like a little bit of water will stay here and the funk will stay down here. But I use this. I'm going to cut this in half all the way down the middle and stick these wires inside like that, so that if there's a water issue, it won't be touched because we got it inside of this thing. I'm not going to cut this down the middle because the way I have those is disconnectable. That's why I did that, so I can disconnect it, I can run this and then reconnect and then pull the sleeve over. Boom, waterproof. See if I can do this with one hand. Oh damn, it's dark as shit. Here, see? Yeah, you know what? Maybe a GoPro would do good so I can stick it on my head and film these YouTubes. I'm not a DIYer. Just to let you guys know, I'm not legally advised to give you financial advice. So there you go. I don't know if you can see that. So I used this tubing that I cut for the drain. Why is everything blurry, man? Come on now, there you go. Cut it right there. And I'm using it as a, what do you call that? Anyways, a hose holder. And then I'm going to connect and then pull the tubing over the connection, so if any water does drip, which I hear it does drip from this sometimes, it won't get the connection wet. We don't want any moisture hitting this. Boom. There you go. So if any water comes out of here, leaks out of here, drip it, drip, drip, and it'll just pass up my little connection here and it'll just stay dry. And there's also a connection up here that can leak, but where they're connected is right in the middle here. So yeah, we're good. Shit, connection up there all the way to come down to here. Oh, look at that, now I'm too bright. And then my tiny baby Blue Eddy. Damn, watching Jackson's The Black Sheep Chronicles on YouTube, he's got the 2000 watt Blue Eddy, and it's pretty much this size compared to this. All that power he's got, man. I got some Blue Eddy envy now. I just saw his video where he hooked that 400 watt solar panel. Damn, he's got power for days. 300 watts coming in off of the solar panel, and he's got his TV on. He's got a lawnmower hooked to it. Fuck, dude. He's good. All right, I'm about to fill this tank. Not a lot, maybe a third, so that I can. Hold on, let me turn this shit. Get struck. Okay, I'm about to fill this. I'm gonna hook the tubing up, and then I'm gonna turn this water pump on. I'm gonna prime this, and we're gonna see if there's leaks. No leaks. So I got this here, and this quick release, and I think I got too much pipe. All I needed was that. It fits. Looks like my new neighbors are here. I can't let them see what I'm doing. Yeah, so I only needed this much pipe. Alright, got it plugged in, into the fuse box, into the panel. Now, moment of truth. Flip the switch. I'm looking up here. I'm not seeing any water coming in. Maybe because I'm doing it wrong. Let's see if it takes a while. But I want to make sure. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing any water coming through. Oh shit. Oh, and it's leaking everywhere. Blah! I think I blew a fuse. Because once I started the water coming through the pipe, it went through. Yada yada yada. Water came leaking out. And that doesn't turn on anymore. Alright, let me unhook my battery before I destroy this thing. Huh. Where did the water come from? Yeah, so I plugged it back in. This works, this works, this works, this works. Blown. And that looks like a good fuse. What did I do? Because that light doesn't turn on anymore. Let me try a new fuse and see if that works. So old fuse here, new fuse here. I mean, it looks the same as the old one. I'm not going to be able to tell. I'm going to put this in here and I'm going to try it again. I'm a little bit bummed. I'm a little bit bummed out. These guys are working and the pump one stopped working. It's not connected to anything anymore. The fuse is not blown. I put a new fuse in. So I don't know what happened. I just looked up on YouTube about these water pumps, these Seaflos, and how they arc at the connection on the top. So I'm gonna have to pull this whole thing out and see if it arced, and if it did arc, it's probably blown. And yeah, that's discouraging. Just want to wrap it up. I don't want to work on it anymore. You know, when you get that feeling, it's like, fuck, man, defeated. I don't like feeling like that. It should have been a simple install. 2 wires, boom, boom, boom. It was working, and then all of a sudden it wasn't working. Oh, man. Oh, maybe I need to just get a foot pump. Stop trying to be all fancy. I'm super bummed. And when I'm super bummed, I eat ice cream. So I'm gonna clean this up and go bury my sorrows in some Ben & Jerry's social justice. Well, at least one thing went right today. This bed, it was kind of swooping up against the window here and swooping up against the window back here. Let it expand. It takes 48 hours. It's been probably 72 hours now since this is in, and it's fully expanded. Covers up the little spot there that I wanted